So in order to get started, I wanted to talk something about what we're doing. But before we start, I think some of you know Jonathan. And if not, Jonathan was a big part, helped us along the way with shaping up this and business on the browser and things. And I just want to formally introduce you guys to Dylan Nathan Katz. The dude is huge. He's going to be a linebacker for the Eagles someday, he says. And he's already has more hair than Jonathan, which I can attest to. So I just wanted to always start out. I mean, the reasons we do the things we do, I mean, these should be the main reasons and why we do things. And I was so excited to get this email. I promised him that this is how I was going to start my presentation. Let everybody see his little guy. His wife's doing well, C-section, and recovering nicely. So just wanted to start out with that. And as far as Dylan and a little bit for Jonathan. Now going forward, as far as RelaxNET, what is RelaxNET? What do we do? Who are we? Where does that come in play? It is actually before, or when we first started RelaxTax, the whole principle of RelaxTax was to be started over Google Workspace and to use Google tools. So we've been a Google authorized reseller for a very long time. And what I don't know if people understand is, as a reseller of Google and the tools, what we're able to do is we're able to basically get you everything that you can get from Google, and you have that extra layer of support. So there's nothing changes in the pricing or pieces, but we'll go in and whatever Google service is available, we help you to select the right Google service. We're the human aspect. Obviously, Google makes all the software and makes all the tools, but we're that human connection to help you identify, hey, is it HIPAA? Do you need cloud identity? Do you need which pieces of workspace? They roll new code or new products out faster than anyone. And to be able to stay up and know what you're paying for and what you have, I don't think people really realize how much power and tools they have with Google. And if you already have Google Workspace, that's okay. It takes all of about a second. Oh, actually, it takes about 3 minutes to put in a code, transfer things over, and then change the code back. And then we become your reseller. So in essence, instead of paying Google, you pay us, but you pay us exactly what you were paying Google. And then we'll give you that extra layer where we help you to make sure you're getting the most out of all these different areas. And eventually we are going to be switching from Zoom to Google Meet. It's just you want to meet people where they are, and that Google tools that people are just comfortable with Zoom. But you can do all this and more with Google Meet. You have your Gmail, you have obviously the tools that people know of. And if you are running your business and you're running it off a Gmail account, the number one question I have to ask is why? I mean, you can, for $6 a month, you can use your own domain, you can run it through, and the level of professionalism goes through the roof. But also the difference between the Gmail and the professional tools is exponentially different. There's a lot more you can do and a lot more you can preserve and have with the various tool suite that you may or may not know, all consolidated and controlled. And as you add people into your organization, you own that domain, you control everything that happens. And then a person leaves, moves on, you can do different pieces, but it really just adds that level of professionalism. So the product suites go way beyond this. This is just some of the suites that are out there. Something people may not know about. People talk about Evernote and all that. Google Keep, it's right there. Google Forms, you can do everything in Google Forms. And this is $6 a month. You're getting all these tools for $6 a month. And most people are paying their $6 to $12 a month, depending on which platform they have, and have no idea that half these tools are here. So again, if you want to learn how to use them better, how to do things with them, editors is basically you're consolidated within your Gmail. You can actually create groups like a chat, or so it's a kind of chat on steroids. It includes almost like a I can't think of the name of it right now. Slack. So it's almost like Slack. And then combining on your worksheets, you have tools that you can put into Drive. And all of this really becomes your core platform in which you can plug and integrate any other tool or platform into. So again, leveraging everything off, a lot of people are old Microsoft people, and they're using the Microsoft tools, but Microsoft products were built for the laptop, not for the web. The Google Suite were built for the web and has evolved over time. So it's a web-first platform. So everything that you do can do here. And this is the pricing. Again, same pricing, whether you get it, go to the Google website and get it, or whether you come and work with us. As I said, it starts as little as $6 a month is your business starter package. That's usually what most people need and require. If you're going to be doing if you're really starting to use the package and use the platform, there's a whole level of things that are included in the business standard. Organizations that are size that usually work with teams and work with our organization, they don't need Business Plus. Business Standard is more than enough. And there's something called AppSheet, which is a no programming code where you basically can build off of Google Sheets, which are basically Excel spreadsheets. You can actually build your own mobile applications for your organization. We can help you with that. And that's still included in that $12 a month. So the level and the depth of tools that are available from the Google Workspace, again, it's just too hard to keep up with, and people don't realize that they have it all. So again, leveraging and getting the most out of this tool set is something that you really want to be able to do. And that's what we're able to help you with, and our team is able to help you with. So that's it. I mean, again, it's tax season, so I kept it really short because I got a lot going on. But this is just something that we have available with the workspace. The tools are here, pieces are here. And again, it's not something that we expect people to just come to the web. You got to trust and know the people you're working with. So again, our clients, it's just something we offer them. We say, hey, do you want us to be your Google reseller and tools, and then we can help you with that. It's just something that's in our multiple toolbox that a lot of people didn't know about. So I just want to let people aware of that. And with that, I'll just pause and let anyone ask any questions basically about Google Workspace. And to the degree I can answer them, and if no one has any questions, then we're done.
But I got a question. Dennis, you're an accountant, right?
Well, actually, my background is I actually worked for the big six firms doing integrated audit. I did both financial and systems. So today, anyone who's an accountant who does accounting without using systems is a dinosaur and is out of business. Really, it's all about accumulating, running, and moving the numbers. Is about doing it as efficiently as possible. And as Drew can attest, as he's going through as he said, the process, the accounting does itself when the systems are properly configured. And we're talking about it, if it's going into the process, and if it's not, he puts it in a Google sheet and then we get it into the system. So anyone who's manually doing accounting, why? You got the wrong accountant. If your accountant isn't a systems expert, then why? Like, you got the wrong accountant.
I'm still just a little confused on why you're doing the Google thing if you're a CPA. But
we've actually done the Google thing longer than doing the CPA thing. So as far as going through, we actually again, we use all our tools. That's why with our accounting and with the tax returns and what we do, as far as building tax returns, that's the other thing. It's a standard form, which a lot of people, as far as going through, there's a strategy on how to get pieces in. But for most tax compliance, again, we're not doing any of it. We're by getting the information in the right format, we can spend the time that we need to focus on retaining more of what you earn. If your accountant's getting sheets and loading it in and manually typing in, they're spending all their time doing what the software should have done for them already. So that's, again, the big difference between us is that we're CPAs, where we're strategizing. We're not actually doing accounting. The systems do the accounting, and we do the strategy. We do the tax planning, and we do that advice and area. And to have that, you need to have the right tools in place to get you there. So that's it. That's why we focus on two sides. We focus on after you have what you've made, and to retain more of what you made is the strategy and planning. But it's really about running your business more efficiently and effectively, and that whole entire process, the internal controls, the building out the systems. That's really what Relax Tax is all about. And again, just whether it's same thing when you look at Ernst & Young, Deloitte, they've all dropped the accounting out of their names. You're really system processors. So the big four do it for the Fortune 500. We do it for the small business. And the reason you're not used to it is because we're the only one doing it. There's about 4 people who have that authorized, Google authorized resellers at the space and level that we are nationwide. So we've been doing it for a very long time. And it's just now that people are ready to do this, that we can actually do it for the small businesses. So, I mean, it's a great question that you asked, and it's just a different way of wrapping your head around what is an accountant.
You know, Dennis, the way I can right now, I'm working towards, you know, I'm looking for comparison. So to put it into perspective, the accountant I had for years, I mean, as we were personable with each other, it was very a transactional process. You know, this piece of paper, this. Well, I see more of a relational process with Dennis that includes the transactional, but it's more broad. It's kind of like going to a DO instead of an MD. If you guys know the distinction between a DO and MD, DO is like the whole body, that everything's connected. So if your toe hurts, it could be something in your neck versus an MD is compartmentalized. Your toe hurts, I'll put something on your toe, you know? So for me, that's just a healthcare reference. But for me, I'm looking towards the relational thing that Dennis looks at everything that connects my finances. And yeah, he just submits the paperwork and it's fine. That's what the Fed wants. And from there, that's when the fun work starts after that's already submitted. So,
yeah, no, and that's the key difference. The first year with a client, it's about a 1.5 process. A year process is the first year they're learning the way that we can do the business, to do what we can do, so that we can have the information we need to do it at the price that the average person is charging for your tax return. So, I mean, again, to be able to provide you a tax return and the level of service that we provide, it requires that technology. And if clients are not comfortable addressing and changing their technology, then we're really not the right firm for them. Because again, we're more of a tech company helping you with your finances, because you have to be a tech company nowadays. Doesn't matter the size of your business. You know, FedEx said it a long time ago, we're a tech company that moves packages. Everyone says we're a tech company that does this. And if you're not a tech company who does those aspects, and this is why, again, we're not at all competitive with David Quick and his organizations, because they work with the actual systems, the actual platforms and your different tools. With us, not everybody, we're not a fit for everybody's not a fit for us, because our platforms are 100% on the web. Our clients are comfortable being 100% on the web. And if you're not in a position to be 100% on the web and you don't want to be 100% on the web, we know that during our onboarding process, and we say, we're probably not the right firm for you, and we send them off to someone else. So we're not for everyone, but for the people who are, we just make the accounting simple where it does itself. Any other questions? That was a great question. Very good question, Chris.